Hi everyone, and welcome to the Rainbow Extravaganza Pack and Chat Part 3. I am Holly, and I'm just going to get right into it. There's a 1 and a 2 that you can go back and watch. Putting in the Worthy soap. We have a Fruity Fusion and a Rainbow Peach Sea Salt soap. Get that all in nicely. I'm going to go ahead and cover it up just a bit and put in some shred. My shred is all rainbow-fied. I just love it. I really enjoy Craft as the base. I just think it looks so nice. And then it's just so easy to get other colors and just mix it in. We have a Cotton Candy Ice Cream Wax Melt Brittle. In fact, let's put these down first because they're a little more even. We have the Frosted Lime Cake Donuts, Wax Melts, and the Rainbow Pear Bears. Gonna put down just a bit more shred. And then in with those wax brittles. This one is Crunch Berries and Frosted Sugar Cookies. Sometimes I forget what I name things because I just called it. In my head it was Captain Crunch Berries plus Frosted Sugar Cookies, but that's quite a name. I toned it down about one word. Just Crunch Berries and Frosted Sugar Cookies. It smells so good. So for samples into this order, I'm going to put in the cutest little rainbow soap that you ever did see. I had fun making that one. And a Huckleberry Fluff. And then I'm going to put in a Fruity Fusion Wax Melt Brittle piece. I have my card and invoice ready. This is the card for this release. Love how it turned out. And so this will be it for this package. They come together really easy when I have things planned out and laid out. I have some stickers special for this release. Normally I have this hung up in another spot so it's easier to get to. I don't pack here normally. Most people will know that if you've followed me for any length of time, but this is where all my lights are, so it's best to come over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to seal this up and I'm going to go print the label so it doesn't get mixed up at all, and I'll be back. And I am back. I did not realize that this one was going to Canada. I put all my information in and it wanted me to do customs. I'm like, oh, okay. We're going to refigure this one out then, don't we? So we got to get this one back open. My husband pulled the orders, and so he doesn't, and set everything up, so he didn't realize that this is how I needed to package it. So we will just save this box for another one. So get everything back out. Okay, let's do this the right way this time. So I have a little different box here, and I'm hoping that this is all going to fit in it, because if not, it's going to cost me about double than what I charged. So we'll see. Oh, I don't want to go sideways because then it will slide into the mailer. I really don't need that, so I'm going to try it without because it's going into a padded mailer. So let's do this. We're going to put in these 2 soaps here. And we'll put this one here. Let's do sometimes I do a face down, face up situation. I'm just going to test it out here. Let's see. Rework it. The wax melts tend to be so much bulkier, but then the soaps are heavier and it gets a little international. You can only have a 4-pound limit when using one of these mailers, so it can kind of be a funny thing. Alright, okay, so I got it. I just needed a minute to think. So what I did, I put these donuts down here and the Pear Bears on the top. I have the cotton candy ice cream here, both of the soaps here plus the salt soap right there. We're going to give it just a wee bit of shred. And I think I'll put that there. It expands to poof up a little. Whoops, except for when you rip it, I guess. And then, voila, made it. Sometimes you just need a minute to think to yourself. Okay, so let's put this little rainbow soap, I think here. I'm trying to use up space without putting a lot on top of those bears. So that fit there. We're going to do the Huckleberry Fluff here. Let's do that. Let's do this actually. We'll put the soap on top of the soap and the wax melt sample right there. Okay, so there we go. We did it. We're going to get this all closed up again. I don't use these 963s a lot. In fact, I think this was my last one. But they do fit in the mailers the best. So the key to getting them in the mailers well is to smack these corners down. These mailers though are a little tighter than they've been, so we have been struggling a little bit more. I only use these for international because the price of this box outside of this mailer is considerably more. And so I try not to use this plastic very often, but you just can't argue with the savings. See, back in the olden days, these would just slide right on. But now they don't just slide on anymore. They have made them just a wee bit smaller. Alright, so I had to cut the edges a little bit, which is fine. I'm going to tape it, but I'm still struggling a little bit. So glad I'm not shipping like this anymore. I used to ship all orders like this that would fit. Looks like it's in there now. I know these are always a challenge too when they get to their destination, but it really does save about $20 putting it in this thing. So I'll just tape this up really well, and the customer will probably just need to cut this off. So I'm going to do that. It's going to be very screechy, and I'll come back. So this little order has a Chasing Rainbows and a Polka Dot Paradise soap. Such a fun selection. And the funny thing is that the name of this customer is actually, the first name is actually the very same as the customer before, and it's not that common of a name, so that's kind of funny. I want to say hi to Chloe. Chloe watches the videos with her mom, and so I just wanted to say hello to you both. Thank you for watching and thank you for ordering. We're going to put in the cutest little rainbow soap that you ever did see, and the card and the invoice. I just think it's so fun that families watch videos together, especially mothers and their children. I just think that's so much fun. I do meet up with my children every night to watch things. We usually watch television shows. Right now I'm watching Gilmore Girls with my teenage daughter. I saw it one day and I was like, "Do you think you'd like to watch Gilmore Girls?" And she said yes, and I was like, yes. Yes. So, pretty excited about that. For that, I've watched all sorts of things with my boys. It seems like they all have a show interest that I like, but that their other siblings aren't really big fans of. So I get to have that little bonding time with my kids too. This is another fun order. Combining two, we have 2 neon rainbows. I do combine multiple orders and will refund the excess charges. I need to make sure that I get my postage covered first, and then I will refund. Have a raspberry lilac and a confetti blossom. We have a huckleberry fluff and the rainbow peach sea salt soaps. And so down here, let's see. I need to make sure that floofy top on the huckleberry fluff soap is protected. So I'm going to leave some space there for some shred. Get that tucked in there. Now I'll put some on the side. So I've just been wondering, how's everybody doing? How are you spending your summer? Looks a little different than what we had all hoped, but I hope you're having a good summer and enjoying time with your families. We meet up and play Uno around 6 o'clock every night, usually about the time we all quit our jobs. So we meet up, play some Uno. My daughter fixes us some coffee. Dinner's always really late, but that's how we are in the summer. We just have late dinners in the summer. We have a unicorn sweet treats, Fast Fizzy, a couple of those. I've only left the house a handful of times since this whole thing started. Back in March was when it kind of started hitting our area, and we went on to lockdown. And so I've only been out to go for a drive here or there. I have not done any shopping or anything like that. My husband does all the curbside pickup, so that's been really nice. I'm so glad we've had that available to us. I'm going to put in a Fruity Fusion Wax Melt Brittle. And the cutest soap that you ever did see. I think I have some dragon fruit down in here still. Has some left over from the last release. I guess I'll put that in. This one's a pretty thin little sample. So yeah, we haven't eaten out at all. Not even once. Haven't even picked up. So we're just full on home cooking around here. And so just having that little meet up time. We play Uno. Usually if anybody has some stress of their, stress from the day. By the time we play Uno for a little bit, we're usually all laughing and having a great time. So it's just been a real nice thing for us. And that's pretty much it. We've been pretty much homebound, but you know what? We are so blessed because we live out in the country. And we don't have to worry about there being a bunch of people around us. And we can be outside and be out with our animals and garden. And we have cows. And so we are very blessed to have a very just nice, comforting place that we can hunker down. We've stayed pretty busy between my husband, he works from home, and me making soap and all that. It's just been really, really delightful. I'd like it to be different, no doubt about it, but it's been okay. Okay, so I have a rather big one here. I had it almost packed up in a Regional B, but it just wouldn't quite make it. I'm combining a couple of different orders. So this is the Fruity Fusion Scrub. This box, I found out the only holiday box, or only boxes I had were holiday ones. So that's funny. Maybe it'll get us in the winter spirit. So these don't always fit the best. I end up laying another little paper on the top because this is a rather large box. So let's go in. We have a raspberry lilac and a confetti blossom. Polka dot paradise and sunshine and rainbows. Actually, I have two sunshine and rainbows. Put that there for now. We have rainbow and rainbow succulent. Princess Kisses and Worthy. So put these over here instead. Alright. Now we have a whole bunch of wax melts and we have a bath bomb. Oh, we still have the rainbow sea salt soap. Alright, let's do that. Let's see if this will fit right here. Yes, it will. So we have some Fruity Loops wax melts that are just going to fit right here. I want to give this just a little protective tissue paper layer there. Now let's go in with the wax melt. So we have a couple of the donuts, frosted lime cake donuts. We have quite a few of the rainbow pear bears. I think there's 5 total. I have all these well counted out at this point. Makes me twitchy when things are separated. I don't know why that is. I like things to hang out together. Okay. Let's do... Yeah, that'll work. So we have some cotton candy wax melt brittle. So we'll put there. Now I think we're going to go in with a layer of shred. We need to protect those pear bears. Like so. Put in the donuts again. Let's see if we can get this unicorn sweet treats. Tuck him in somewhere nicely, comfortable. Just tucking this all in around and compacting it well around the scrub and that bath bomb so they don't sit there and wiggle and smack each other. And so then we have more of the brittle, cotton candy ice cream brittle. Let's see if we could go. Yeah, this will do. Oh, we still have more. But wait, there's more. I'm going to put these face up, face down. Now it's all in. Okay, it's all accounted for now. So I do have a little bit of space here, so I'm just going to have to add in some shred. This package is going to be insured. And it's just the responsible thing to do to pack it right in the first place. My customers spent some good hard-earned money, and I want them to get their package safe and sound. So I had some samples picked out. I'm going to put in a Fruity Fusion, cutest little rainbow, Fruity Fusion wax melt sample, and the dragon fruit wax melt sample. So there we go. I'm going to put in the card. And now I need to go fold up another sheet. So I'm going to fold these side pieces in. And use a little tape to hold these together so that I can get that top part on. That card is doing a little peekaboo right there. It's kind of cute. So now the top little piece. And we're going to put a sticker on it. We have to make sure you pull these right, or else they might rip through the sticker. So just boop, right in the middle. I just want to thank you all for supporting us during the Rainbow Extravaganza. I hope you've enjoyed the whole thing. We're moving on to restocks and fall and holiday. Alright guys, I'll talk to you later. Bye. I thought you might enjoy seeing a little bit of our country life. These are 2 calves and there's our big steer. Now it's time to chow down, and these boys do love their breakfast. I just love the sounds of nature. I love the morning sounds. I love the afternoon and the evening sounds, and I even love it when we're out at 11:30 at night with our dogs. And I just love living in the country, and I thought you might enjoy listening to a little bit of the nature sounds. It is very dry here this year, and we have gotten very minimal rain, so everything is quite crunchy and we're already feeding hay. After a long day of work, it's nice to come down and see my puppies.
Hi, doggies! Hi, Dad! Just wiggle back! Hi! Hi! You doing tricks? Hi, Mix! Hi, big boy! Hi, guys!
This is Maverick, and he is 8 months old. He is a mini Australian Shepherd. This is Riggs, and he's a Doberman. Look at him, look at me. I love that look.
Come here, Maverick! Here he comes!
And this is Shelby, and she is a mix of Doberman and German Shepherd.
Hi, Shelby. Shelby. Shelby.
Shelby.
Oh my, don't hurt yourself. Don't hurt yourself. Hey, T-Bone. This is my little mini garden. It's just a simple raised garden, and it does need a little bit of maintenance, but that's okay. We're busy people. I figure if I can put some things into the ground and they grow, I have won. So that was butternut squash, and then we just have some tomatoes. These are our heirloom variety. I think they're Brandywine. And I had just turned off the sprinkler. It was a hot day. And I have some more tomatoes here, and that one crazy one on the very end, I just planted from seed. I just put a seed in the ground and wondered if they would come up, and they did. And he's done a pretty good job over there, but it's a little wild. Most of my plants this year came from Grow Joy. And they're online and they shipped them in. I wasn't able to get to the nursery this year with the COVID. I planted everything super late. I'm talking June. And so I'm just happy that I have what I have at this point. There's a pumpkin there on the very end in the pot. And these are my beans. They have grown quite well, but I don't actually have any beans yet. I may get some, I may not. I don't know. It was worth a try. I put some plants in the ground. And here we have some cucumber. I am not a gardener, people. I'm just not. So if you see weird things, you're just gonna have to accept it, because I am just not a gardener. I'm just really happy to get anything I can get. Right now we don't have much for yellow squash. We've been eating most of those. The big steer, he really likes this squash too. So I tend to stand out in the garden and go take my boys some stuff. Sometimes it doesn't make it into the house for us. I love these zinnias. These are also from Grow Joy. I am a fan of the zinnias. This is our walnut, and this is my favorite tree. It's just so tall and majestic, and it has survived a tornado. We had to put up a tower in the field out back on the hill just so that we could get internet out here. I hope you enjoyed this little peek into our country life.